Elizabethtown High School. We're here for Week 7 of KHSAA high school football action. The Elizabethtown Panthers weighing in the Yellow Jackets of Central High School out of Louisville, and we've got an interesting game for you tonight. The Panthers at 1-5, led by Coach Alfredo Silva, again welcoming in Marvin Dantzler's Yellow Jackets, who are 2-4. Homecoming here at Elizabethtown High School. All great. My good friend Tony Menendez is here with me, and this is the first district game for both teams, Tony, so a lot riding on this ball game, trying to get off to a good start for both teams. Both teams, again, with records that don't look so great. 2-4 for the Yellow Jackets, 1-5 for the Panthers. What is it about Central and their schedule,
Well,
Tony?
I mean, the Yellow Jackets' schedule is like indicative of what they've been playing. They've been playing some top-tier schools throughout the state. They haven't lost to any kind of stragglers by the long shot. I mean, they played DuPont Manual, St. X, LaSalle in Cincinnati. They also played Bullitt East, who was state champions. And they also played our own Central Hardin Bruins. So they have not been playing slack teams. They've been playing teams that are high-quality competitions. But their defense, even though they've been playing those high-quality teams, has seemed to be holding up pretty good. They're not a bunch of blowout games, just maybe one.
Yeah, so they have played just a wrecking ball of a schedule. Louisville Central, the Yellow Jackets, again led by Coach Dantzler, is a traditional power. They've won state championship after state championship themselves. They're a 3A powerhouse, and nobody will play them, Tony. I mean, they have to play in their pre-district schedule. They have to play the top teams. I mean, St. X was ranked number 1 in the state until they just lost to Trinity last week. Manual, we've seen Manual, and they are phenomenal. They played Central Hardin earlier in the year and beat them by a couple touchdowns. LaSalle out of Cincinnati, for those of you who don't know, is a powerhouse in Cincinnati, probably one of the top 5 to 8 schools in Cincinnati for football. Bullitt East, again, we saw them last week against North Hardin, and they look great this year. Obviously, last year's state champ. And then, of course, Central Hardin is a traditional, really good football team in 6A. So this Yellow Jacket, they have played some tough competition. As said, this is a team is on running the football and defense, and their defense is something else. Louisville Central's defense is only giving up just around 160 yards a game against that level of competition. So tonight, watch that defense. It's special. It's like watching the Baltimore Ravens of the early, or the Chicago Bears of the 1980s. I mean, this is
flying around making hits.
They'll be flying around. We were looking at the roster together. Tony and I were a while ago, and there's not a lot of 50, 60, and 70 numbers on defense. Or defense, just pure athletes. What we would normally look at and say those are skill kids, defensive backs and linebacker types. That's all you're going to see on the field. There may pull of defensive tackle looking types of guys out there, but not much of that. It'll be it'll be speed, and they will be all over the field. That's going to be tough for this Etown team to handle. For Etown, again, we said Central is going to be playing ball. Their leading rushers, Cortez Stone, he's got almost 900 yards rushing games. Stephen Smith, the quarterback, runs the ball well, throws the ball efficiently. They don't throw it much. Etown, on the other hand, is try to be balanced. They'll throw the ball some, run it a little bit. Quarterback Grayson Hayner is threat. He's got 1,100 yards passing and 260 yards rushing. And so we got to watch number Grayson Hayner. And then number 2, Trey Durbin, who's been such an important part of a very successful league the last 3 or 4. He is a stud. Number 2, Trey Durbin. And I just feel like they've got to get him the ball a little more.
Yeah, I think he needs to get way more involved than what he is. He's just like he's a big kid.
Yes.
And he's got some wheels. I think they should be leaning more on him than anything else on that offense.
Obviously, Grayson Hayner's a great player, but, boy, Trey Durbin, for him to only have 32 carries in 6 football games. That's 5 carries a game. He's also their leading receiver on the football team. He's 16 passes for 314 yards, so they are getting the ball in the passing game. But again, 16 passes in 6 games, under 3 touches a game. So his touches per game are 8 or 9, and he is a big, athletic kid. I'd feed it to him 15 times at least in a football game. When you've got a guy of that stature and that ability, like you said, I'd lean on him.
Yep.
I think that's something maybe to look for. The matchup up front, another thing you kind of, when you see a lot of great skill players like Etown has, like Louisville Central has, you kind of forget about that, the matchups in the trenches, and that's where it's going to be won tonight. Etown's got to play a little better up front than they have, and just watching the speed and some of the size for Louisville Central and see who wins that matchup up front. Again, Etown's offense, they want to be balanced. They will throw it a little more. Again, Grayson Hayner has thrown for 1,100 yards, 76 for 147 on the season, 11 touchdown passes and 6 interceptions. He's run for 3 touchdowns as well as the 11 touchdown passes. So number 7, Grayson Hayner, has been the offense. Again, I think they've got to get Durbin a little more involved. Maybe even Alex Evans, number 8, the wide receiver. See him with his size becoming a little bit more involved. So we've got an interesting matchup. Again, it's a district matchup. Tony, give me a little prediction here. What are your thoughts about the ball game going into it?
Well, I
here?
think the Yellow Jackets are really going to try to push hard against the defense of the Panthers. Have given up quite a few yards per game. And so I think with them relying so much on their running game, I think that could be an issue for the Panthers if they have not tightened that up on their defense. So we'll see. It could snowball really quickly if they can start getting that run going and they don't stop it.
Yeah, Etown's defense has given up 435 yards per game, and Louisville Central likes to run the football. So he said they're going to be looking maybe to wear down this Etown defense, looking to kind of run them over. Looks like Louisville Central has elected to take the football here. So they'll get it first, and they'll try to exploit that run game again. It's running back Cortez Stone, number 8, and then number 7, quarterback Steven Smith for the Louisville Central Yellow Jackets that will be doing the damage in the running game. And we'll see if Etown is able to tighten up their defense. Again, as Tony said, not just 435 yards per game, but then also 35 points per game that they've given up. So Etown's got to be stronger up front. They got to be stronger against the run here, because that's what Louisville Central is going to try to exploit here early in the game, and then, as they wear down this defense, try to continue. We are underway. Pooch kick, a roller. That was number 17 kicking off, Ryan Bowen, off the left side.
He's got some space.
Wow. Number 11, he's gone.
Take it to the house. He's got no one left on him.
Justin Brents all the way.
15 seconds in and already a touchdown.
There is,
We got a
laundry
flag back there.
Laundry on the field. There's going to be an illegal block call here. That will come back.
Or something happened there. That is too bad, because he had a lane.
They may call a hold. I saw 2 guys locked up in the middle of the field. That's exactly what the call is. 2 guys were locked up in the middle of the field, and it looked a little funny. To me, it looked like the Etown kid was getting handled, but he was getting handled illegally in this case. So, wow. That was, again, number 11, Justin Brents for the Yellow Jackets, and Brents is the 3rd leading rusher and the 3rd leading receiver for this squad. So Brent's number 11. We may see him again during the course of the game. That was a great return with some really good blocking. Just one block that was a little handsy there, Tony.
A little extra.
A little extra hanging on there. They're going to be in the shot formation to the right. It's like a bunch out here.
See a screen.
There's only 2 guys out here. They're going to go ahead and run the football. They're Stone with it, 5 yards straight ahead. They started at the 30. Again, number 8, Cortez Stone, has 884 yards rushing on the season on 152 carries. That's a pretty good average. He actually picks up 6 as the spot. 2nd down and 4 for the Yellow Jackets here. Coach Dantzler is going to be in the shotgun. They do want to run the football. Yeah,
there's only 2 guys out there on the trips.
Yeah, it's a tight bunch. It's a 2-deep secondary, but only 2 guys out there over the trips. And again, Stone breaking 3 tackles.
He is going. Ooh. He's got 2 left to beat.
And knocked out of bounds at the 10. Ooh.
And that was some wheels right there.
Well, Cortez Stone, 56 yards on that carry. Down to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 10. And number 7, Stephen Smith, the quarterback, is rolling his hands like, let's go, let's go. It's Stone, actually. It's Cortez Stone saying, hey, let's get the call. Let's go. Let's go.
He's ready to go. He wants that ball again.
Yeah, these guys are on, he's like, these guys are on their heels. Let's make the call quick and go again. Of course, the
chain gang's taking a sweet time.
Chain gang is, it's 1st and goal from the 10. I think they're just inside the 10-yard line, so they're going to put the chains down. Oh, we got overbalanced stack look. It almost
looks like a single wing look. But
it is. The quarterback is under center. They've just got there's kind of no tight end. It might be an illegal formation. It is. Yeah, they didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. They had a slot receiver to the left, 2 and 3 running backs.
Yep.
Not enough guys on the line of scrimmage there, so really interesting formation because it was wrong.
Somebody was off their spot.
This is what my father, the old ball coach, used to call station. Stacking it up, and they're going to run straight ahead. Nothing doing. Big play. Number 11. Yeah, that's Connor Johnson making the tackle. Big number 11. So 1st and goal from the 15, and they're only going to pick up about a yard.
I'd be tempted to go back into that trips formation if they're going to leave a guy empty.
They're not covering it up either. The Etown defense only has 2 over 3 when they went to that trip. Right, we're going to see center like a dead T formation, but with no tight ends. They're going to give off tackle right. Man, great run by the full. It's Stone with it. Grabbed by Evans at the 8.
Stopped at the 8 or 9.
So about a 6-yard gain for Stone. Every play, all 4 on this series so far have featured Cortez Stone. They're giving him the football here. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 9-yard line. We're going to say that was a 5-yard gain there, not a 6-yard gain. And this is a tough down and distance.
This is a good if they can get a stop here, that'd be great for Etown.
Opportunity.
After giving that big run.
I don't think Louisville Central kicks the ball. I think they go for it every time. So I think they got to get 2 stops here. 2 receivers right. They're going to give to Brents again. Ooh, that was close. He almost got in. So the 1-yard line.
Number 11, Justin Brents right there.
Brents, who ran that kickoff back.
He almost punch it in, but stopped at the 1-yard line.
He picks up 8, and again 4th and 1 here. It's 1.5. The ball's right on the 1. The nose is on the 1. And here we go, big down for the Panthers here. They've got a stacked up front. Brents
just walks right in.
There's nothing there. Yeah, a little extracurricular there. Number 8, Evans, going after number 8, Stone. And that one, and you'll notice here, there's no kicking team coming on the field. They don't kick.
They going 2.
Yeah, I was looking for their kicking stats. There aren't kicking stats.
Kicking stats of 0.
Yeah, 0 attempts.
Maybe they'll surprise us tonight. They'll break it out. I don't think so, though.
They're going for 2, baby. That's what they do, man. So here they are, 6th and 8:59 to go here, first quarter. And they're going to spread them out, trips formation to the left. 1 receiver right. They're going to throw. Ooh, my land.
Nobody blocked.
11, Connor Johnson.
Straight through.
55, Carter Moberly. Both of them there for the sack. A good play. Johnson is the leading tackler for this Panther squad. So
he got a old lady there at the line. They just let him go right past.
So Stephen Smith was looking to throw the ball for the first time, and boy, he didn't have but a second.
I don't even know if he had that.
He may not have, man. It was the ball reached him almost the same time Connor Johnson reached him. So with 8:59 to go, it's 6-0, and the Panthers will get the football. So Had an opportunity to get a stop there, couldn't, but do a good job against the 2-point conversion. And it is 6-0. And as I said, this is a tall order for the Panthers tonight. This is a really good Louisville Central squad. They look good on that first drive.
They got some runners, that's for sure.
Yes, old Justin Brent's there looked really good. Obviously, Cortez Stone. Now, Cortez Stone, 884 yards on the season. Let me total this dude up right here. He just picked up 68. So he's within about 50 yards of breaking the 1,000-yard barrier. If things go as they just went, that'll happen here in the first half at some point. If Stone can continue to have that success. And again, you were right, Tony. This Etown defense has got to figure out how to stop the run. Durbin's got it tackled at the 22. Goodness. And again, the tackler's hurt himself a little bit. That's number 3. That's their leading tackler, Avalon Johnson McNeil.
Flew down there.
I think his shoulders bother him. He's headed back to his safety position, though, I think. So, Avalon Johnson McNeil, make tackle. Durbin, that's what that shows us.
I don't know if it was that or he was had so much velocity.
Yeah, he was moving.
He was trying to get that
right sideways. You got to go straight ahead at them. In backfield again, Hayner ready to 3-man front here. Oh man, I love this deal. Look at everybody. He comes screen to Evans. Evans will pick up 3. I think he picked up 3 there.
They didn't even have a safety bag.
There's no safety here, folks. So what you're going to see here is a 3-man front, but blitzers coming from everywhere. It's a little bit like that Steeler look we used to do when everybody's standing up and just running at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers used to run some zone blitz packages where they brought almost everybody up on the line, and we did a little bit of that at Central Hardin when we were coaching defense there. And that's what we're going to see here. Guys moving all over. There is a 1 deep safety this time. It's man cover. Blitz coming. Good throw and catch. Again, it's Evans with the catch.
He's close to the first. No, he's just off by a yard.
Yeah, so 6 yards on that one on the quick hitch route. So I was talking about Evans pregame, and they need to start getting him the football. He is a big guy, one of the good basketball players for this great Etown basketball program. And,
to me, in this, they gave him the first.
Feed your big guy. Oh, they did. Okay, good. 7 yards all that one then. So 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. From the 32-yard line here, we've got tight end right, double wing. Wow, nobody touched number 20 coming through. Demetrius Young. Flag is down. I think that's on the offense. Yeah, it's on the offense. And when you got guys running at you, which is a lot of what we tried to do defensively at Central Hardin, is have our linebackers approaching and running back. So you didn't know who was going to blitz. You're kind of giving the some fake blitzes and coming in and out of the blitzing, but they're all coming. Here they come again, number 20. Good job picking it up. Quick throw. Good throw. Dropped, I believe. The intended receiver was number 25.
You would have gained anything.
Yeah, that was Caleb Irwin, and he may have gotten 3 or 4 because, again, it's second. Yeah. It was 1st and 15 there. So 2nd and 15 now. After
they have to just unload that
motion
ball.
Penalty. You got to get it out of there. There's not enough guys. You got locked.
Going empty sets.
Yeah, you got Connor John backfield in the slot right. Urban. They're going to sprint it out. Looking to throw it as Hayner down the field. Nothing there. He was just getting rid of that one, throwing that one away. There is a flag on the field. That may be a hold.
Holding.
I think that one's going to go backwards, Tony.
Would you take it and just turn it, or just take the 3rd and 15?
As good as your defense is, and as fast as they are, and as many plays as you can create, you move them back, make them throw it, and give yourself a chance to create some touchdowns, because that's what they're going to end up here. They're going to them desperate.
Nope, they declined it.
They did decline it. 3rd and 15, then. Man, if my defense is that good, take them back. Make them run as many plays as possible, man.
I think they just want
there is a blitzer running free through the line on every play so far. Shotgun formation, trips right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. And poor Grayson Hayner is going to be under a lot of pressure. There it is, 2 guys unblocked, and he's sacked. So a big sack there. 10 yard play. And that's what I was saying, though. I mean, it's 4th down. And
if you could do it on 3rd and 15, just push them back 10 more yards. You don't need the penalty for the 10 yards.
I'm saying, though, if you push them back 10 yards on the penalty and then do that, now that they're on the 5-yard line, you're about to score. Because my defense is good. I'm trying to score on defense.
Try to get a safety there.
Buddy, yeah. So as you can see, the blitz packages, the 3-man front is kind of just there for window dressing to eat up blockers. And notice those guys don't have a hand on the ground. They're running as well. They're running at the quarterback and run. Oh, boy. Kick is away. The punt is off. Something poor at the 5th. They've got him surrounded. Hanging on. There's a penalty flag down. Great job, number 25. Again, that's Mober. A hold of his shirt and did not let go. Number there was Kayvon Smith.
We got a block in the back, so it's going to go back some from that return. So.
Okay, so good coverage by Etown there. They were backed up in their own end. They get the ball out. And then they're going to get some yardage off of this penalty. The officials tonight for the ball game, Mike Moritz, Kendrick Johnson, Charles Moore, James Webb, and Gerald Williams. Well, I know about 4 of those guys myself. Huh.
Hopefully in good terms.
Yeah, there's Kendrick. I like all those guys. Webb used to be a football coach. Oh, James is out there somewhere. He's on this sideline. Side judge. All right. Wow. Coach Webb was the great track coach at North Hardin, where they won track state championship after track state championship. So he's a fantastic coach, good football coach. Trips formation here. We got Stephen Smith at quarterback number 7. Cortez Stone in his play action look and going deep, just a little overthrown.
Some good pressure there by Etown too. Like he did drop back to throw it, but he had to throw it a little early and kind of overextended because of the pressure coming in from Etown.
10 receiver 1. That's Montez Woolfolk. And Woolfolk just couldn't get to it. Made a nice move, and they were trying to throw it up with some timing on a fade look, and just quarterback just is trying to throw it to a spot. And he's not throwing it to the receiver. I've always thought that was a horrible idea, but people to me. I only threw the ball for 340 yards a game in college. I wouldn't know.
There you go.
Cortez Stone straight ahead. He'll get 4, but that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Where are they spotted it? Let's see.
Good tackle by Durbin there. It's right at the 50, so it's 3rd down and 6. Again, Stone picks up 4 there. The defense doing okay. They gave up the 156-yard run to Stone, but that was a good job there. Up front there, you got number 52, Will Lynch. 61 is Gage Elkins. And then at the right defensive end, Trey Durbin. Number 56 up there, Smith. So that defensive front, expecting a lot of that defensive front here. It's a 4-4 look. They're going man-to-man. Oh, my goodness. 2 guys wide open.
Oh, my God.
What a mess. Touchdown number 1. 50-yard touchdown strike. Good grief. What a mess. We'll explain that in a minute, folks. So 50 yards, Stephen Smith.
Catching the touchdown.
Yeah, Montez Woolfolk has the touchdown there. I'm saying it's a mess because there were 3 receivers within 5 yards of each other. The routes are awful. The speed to run by the defenders was really nice. And so the defense is just letting guys run by him. There were 2 guys open behind any Elizabethtown defenders. That's breakdown in coverage right there. So, and again, they basically were running 2 posts on one side and 1 post on the other, and they all met in the middle. And it was number 1, Montez Woolfolk that had it.
Out of 3 guys, one of them may catch it.
Well, they can't get the 2-point conversion. It's number 55. Again, Carter Moberly, who's had a couple big tackles already, makes the stop. But that still makes it 12-0 Louisville Central Yellow Jackets. And as I pointed out pregame, I don't know, the defense has been a problem for Etown. But the biggest problem Etown has right now is, can you gain a yard on? Listen, that sounds mean to say, but that Louisville Central defense is giving up 166 yards a game against St. X Manual Bullet East, the state champs, who we saw last year run up 50, last week run up 50 on North Hardin, and they played terrible. This is a team that defensively is as hard to play against as anybody. I wouldn't want to be playing against these guys.
Well, the spread offense, and you're sitting doing empty sets or having a single back system blocking, you don't have enough bodies to stop what's coming.
Well, last week Central Hardin scored 17 against them, and the reason for that is the Central Hardin will go straight at you, have some size, and Louisville Central's not huge. They've got athletic guys all over the field. Playmakers is what they have. And but again, Central Hardin takes advantage of being able to go right at them and push them a little bit.
In the spread, you want to run that zone run scheme a lot of times. Is based off of
just getting a body on a body.
Body on a body, but when there's more bodies than you can get
block
on,
them.
You can't block them.
Yeah, they've got 5, and they're facing 7 guys every time, and everybody else is man to man, and.
Now you could run a spread against a team like that if your athletes
are
faster than them, and you can get the ball out.
Well, the thing they've got here at Etown that could, and again there was a holding penalty on that kickoff return. The kickoff return was in the hands of number 26, Kurt Margraf. With Trey Durbin and Alex Evans, they've got 2 really big, really strong wide receivers. They can match up in some spots. Just can do that. With goodness empty. The quarterback's going to get killed if they keep doing this. Blocked. There's another one. Oh, nice play, Grayson Hayner.
Job breaking that tackle. That looked like it was going to be for a loss, and he was able to slip out a little slippy-do right there.
13-yard run for Grayson Hayner. Well, again, we said pregame their best athlete is probably their quarterback. He's running and passing the football, and there's a timeout here on the field. It's Louisville Central. Coach is probably pretty upset with them for giving up a first down.
I think what happened there is they sent him and thought it was going to be for a loss, and he was able to
He got out of there.
He
broke 2 or 3 tackles.
There was no second level because the second level was trying to sack him. And so he has some space to go.
Yeah. This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunications needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. EtownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take your virtual tour today at EtownApartments.com. So here come the Panthers again. And 2 receivers to each side. It's Connor Johnson in the backfield with
first and 10 on the 34.
Grayson Hayner, and they're going to run some speed. That's not a good idea. Smack, maybe a yard. Wow, was that number 17? No, 10. Number 10 on the tackle.
I don't know if you're going sideline to sideline to pick up yards against this defense, it's going to be tough. They're just too fast.
Jalen Benning Wyatt made the tackle. I think a big hit. The reason I didn't like that play, I don't like be going sideways, but the quarterback didn't make anybody tackle him. If you're going to run an option play and pitch it, you've got to tack under. Make that guy tackle you. Take him out of the play. 2nd and 9. Side again. They're going to go screen here, trying to get blockers in front. Good looking screen, but man, everybody getting there, and there's a flag out again. Guys are loving throwing their flags right now. Big tackle there that time. Big number 17 on the tackle.
What the flag is on that play.
Jamel Smith made the tackle.
Too many guys tackling one player.
So.
Looks like helmet to the head.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to take that one back. That'll be a first down. Just about maybe a 1-yard gain, maybe a 2-yard gain on the throw. But that will be tacked on to the end.
And that's the big one. That's the 15-yarder.
Is that number 5? I think it was 5 that caught the ball, Tyron Jurnett. And I'm going to give him a gain of 3, and then they were adding this on top of it. So actually, the quarterback, Grayson Hayner's 3 for 3 passing right now for 15 yards. Being sacked about every other time throwing it because of the pressure. Running again. He's got an opportunity. He's going to throw. Oh, that was about it. He had some space. I don't know if he was going to outrun number 10 there, again, who is Jalen Benning Wyatt, but there's another on the field. Boys, keep those flags in your pockets there a bit. But, I don't know if Hayner was going to outrun him, but that may have been a bad decision there. I think he had some space. An eligible man downfield is the call. You think your quarterback's running the football, and then he throws it, and you put your lineman in a tough spot there. Yeah. So 1st and 15 now. They are back in their own territory on the 48-yard line, the Panthers. Tight end wing left. 2 receivers to the right. They're going to look over the middle to Jurnett. And big, tough run. Nicely done there. A 17-yard gain for Tyron Jurnett. So, again, very effective throwing the football right now. 4 for 4 for 30 yards. As long as he can get out of there. 25? No. Will Lynch.
Carter.
And they're going quick again, knocked away. Number 2 defending that one as Javion Wallace. They tried to go to the slant route there to Jurnett, or just a quick seam route to the slot receiver. So that they went back to it this time. They could not connect as number 2, Wallace, was right there to break it up. So 4:25 to go here. Again, it's 12-0 Louisville Central. The Yellow Jackets up on our hometown Panthers here, but Panthers are driving. They're on the 31.
They're in a position where you can try to punch it in here.
Connor Johnson in the backfield with Grayson Hayner. Play action, but put it on the ground. Trying to scoop and score. Ball's still loose, and they are going to scoop and score. Wow. We'll look at the speed on that guy.
Number 1.
Yeah, number 1, a Montez Woolfolk, who caught the touchdown pass. So Mr. Woolfolk's having himself a night. He's got himself a scoop and score touchdown there. And again, that's what we talked about. Again, Etown doing a great job moving the football right there. Something I was concerned for them about. Can they move the football against this great defense? But I said to you earlier, if I got this defense, I'm trying to score on defense.
Well, I mean, you're pushing it. Well, no.
That was a mistake by Etown. Yeah, they gave it away.
They could have fell on that ball, and somebody tried to scoop it up themselves. They just fell on the ball.
So, again.
They kicked field goal.
No.
Come on. Number 4.
Hell, they don't have their stat sheet. Extra points, field goals,
Kelvon Smith
knocked it through, and then the line had their hands up, but it's offsides on Etown. They'll count it. The extra point is good. And again, this is the leading
for the season.
Right, that's their leading receiver, Kayvon Smith, who has 9 receptions for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. What's going on here? Take the penalty, maybe go for 2 now. Are they? Come on. Oh, he'd already blown the play dead. So the offsides on the defense, they'd blown the play dead, so does not count. Kayvon's going to get another chance. By the way, that thing just barely crawled over the crossbar. This is why they're not kicking a lot of extra points.
He's got this.
I appreciate that. It looks like he's got his toe almost tied up like he's playing football 40 years ago. That one's end over end, and it's good. Kayvon Smith, number 4.
It was 2 skippy steps and a kick.
Woo, he's toe bashing it. He is not a sideline say, oh, man, yeah, find somebody that can just put the ball through the uprights. Who cares what it looks like, right?
That's right.
I mean, I had several years on some teams I was coaching where I did not have a kicker, and we're just finding whoever could
bash it in.
figure out how to get one through the uprights, and we did. But yeah, that's rough. So with 4:14 to go here in the first quarter, it's 19-0. Ooh, rough one starting off for the Panthers. Again, a good drive there, ended in disaster, and Panther offense will get it back.
One thing I am noticing for the Panthers, blocking scheme-wise, is some of the players, when they don't have a man over their head and they're off center or coming in from a blitz from like 2 spots over or gap over, they're not picking up those guys, and those linemen have to get their head on a swivel and pick up. If you're standing there blocking air and there's a guy running past you to your left because you're not picking it up.
We've done this before, Tony, if you remember. So you're looking at, I'm not trying to be mean, but offensive linemen aren't the most agile fellows. And when you put guys in front of them that are superior athletes, that is a tough ask for a guy to block someone who's moving way faster than they are. Field position will be just past the 25-yard line at the 26 or 27-yard line, so the Panthers will take over there. I remember when North Hardin had this humongous 6'6" offensive tackle. We put our 5'5" outside linebacker right in front of him in a stance because our guy was so much quicker and so much lower, and kid couldn't block him.
Yep.
Played Ben Milligan right over that big offensive tackle from North Hardin. Milligan gave that guy fits because quick guys are hard for offensive linemen to deal with. So that is something to consider. It's a 4-man front, a little bit more of a traditional look here for Louisville Central. Trying to go to Evans over the top, but great coverage.
Flag on 57 because he tried to take out the legs of the player in front. He didn't even go to block. He went straight to his feet.
So some kind of chop block may be coming here. That might be the call. We'll see what the signal is. It is a chop block call, so you can't go straight to the legs, especially if it's not the person that is in front of you, in fact. If someone is engaged and you come at them, I don't know if that was the case. That probably wasn't, was it?
No.
Just straight chop on that.
He snapped the ball and he dived at his feet.
Okay.
He said, I'll slow you down by taking.
You know what's great about that? I don't think that's a penalty if you're the defensive guy and you do that, because we used to do that some as well.
Yeah.
We cheated some. Sorry, folks.
Tangle up the legs.
Oh, yeah.
Make a mess.
If there's a really good blocker over there, you can just tackle him so he can't do any damage. A good job picking it up that time. Hayner's got some time. He's going to Durbin, just a little bit overthrown, and a little bit outside again. That was on a 1st and 18 there. Again, it was a spot foul. Hayner just a little off the mark there, trying to get it to Durbin. I love the idea of trying to get it to Durbin.
That may be the way, too, having him roll out on the pass instead of staying under center, because they're coming so quick up the middle.
Yeah, a lot of blitzes, a lot of rushers up the middle. I'm surprised not to see a little bit of edge rush with some of those blitzers as well. But they're doing this out of a 4-man front look right now. They're manning it up. It's like a 4-2 inside, and they're manning everybody else up on the outside. Throw to Evans. No chance.
No doing there.
Number 2 again in a hurry. J.V. Wallace, great in coverage right now.
We got a 3rd and 18.
Yeah, after 4 completions from Hayner, it's now been 3 incompletions in a row. Again, it's 19-0, 3:52 here in the first quarter. And Etown offense has been on the field quite a bit, but they're down 19-0 here. Quads to the left. You got 4 receivers to the left here on 3rd and 18. All man coverage looking. Wow, 2 guys free. Hayner running for his life, doing a great job avoiding 2 tackles. Running back into it. Going to throw it to Connor Johnson. Complete it. Johnson's going to get about 5.
That was a
great play, Grayson Hayner. I mean, what do you
do?
Yeah, what else do you ask of a kid right there?
I mean, they had the back of his jersey. He still was able to get away and get something.
So 4 yards on the completion. Again, it was Connor Johnson who had leaked out of the backfield. Caught the pass there again for give him 5 actually on that one.
Yeah,
they're going to have to
4th and
punt it
12
away.
and
It's
20.
Hayner, actually, that's the punter. He'll get it out of there. Over the head of number 4, Kayvon Johnson. He's the kick returner and the kicker. He's got the football. There's a flag for a peel back block. Cortez Stone, you can't do that. There's another one there. They could have thrown a flag on the other side. Good return, and it's going to get a little better here for the I'm sorry, it's going to go the other way. Yeah. So good return, but it's going to come back as, again, you can't peel back and block a guy.
They've been a little sloppy on their special teams play.
Yeah.
As far as like returning kickoffs.
Well, it's interesting. When you look at some of the games they lost, Tony, I looked at a couple of those before as far as some of the numbers and what happened, like that 26-0 loss to Manual. 2 of those touchdowns were not against their defense. One was a kick return, and one was off of a fumble the offense had as well. So this defense has been so good for Louisville Central. You know, some of the teams that have scored against them have scored other ways. And so they have been sloppy at times in other aspects of the game. So certainly not on the defensive side of the ball, but in other areas. Trip formation to the right again. Stephen Smith is the quarterback, number 7. Haven't seen much of him except for a 50-yard touchdown pass. There goes Stone again. And Hayner's going to bring him down, number 7. It's up to about the 38. They started at the 21 there. I think that's where I had it. So about they're going to take it up to almost a 40. It's almost a 19-yard gain here for Cortez Stone.
Oh, no, they're bringing it back a little bit.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought. I was a little confused on that as well.
They still have a guy empty in that trip, so I can't believe they haven't gone to some kind of pass on that look.
They've gone to a little bit more of a 3-deep type of look on defense, the Panthers have. Nice little quick out to number 14, and that'll be another big pickup for about 15 yards there. 15 is Trayshawn Van Leer. Tall wide receiver out to the left. He was away from the trip side, so they isolated a one-on-one on the backside. I love doing that.
Get that man coverage.
Yeah, man. Even
if
if
an
it's
athlete, you're like, even if it's in the zone.
Even if it's a zone, it's him in the corner.
Yeah,
it's him in the corner.
Spot.
Right.
Force them back and then make it quick.
This time you can even see right here, Tony. Number 14's got a one-on-one down here on the bottom. Trips on the top. They're going to go screen to the top. Oh, wow. Kayvon Johnson, the leading receiver there, catches the screen.
18 on that one.
And yeah, I don't think that's a very good spot. They gave him 20. So Smith gets his first catch of the ball game. Everything going for the Central Yellow Jackets right now. Etown's body language not loving it. They're feeling that they're a little outmanned right here. Again, you look down here at the bottom, you got trips to the far side of the field. One-on-one down here. They can go post. They can go anything they want right there, but they're going to go Stone. Durbin makes the tackle, maybe 1 yard for Stone.
Or they could be looking to burn out a little bit of the last of the clock before the half. There's only a minute 31 right now.
Oh, that's the first quarter.
That's the first quarter.
Yeah, we've been here a while, but it's the first quarter still.
I thought it was the second quarter.
Well, that's why, again, so E-Town's had the ball a lot, and they're throwing the ball a lot. And so when you're throwing the ball a lot, when you have as many penalties as we've had and incomplete passes.
Backtrack what I said.
Oh, man, yeah, they're going to keep the pedal to the metal right here, aren't they? 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback, Stephen Smith. They're going to go to 11 again, Brents. He's going to pick up 5, maybe 6. Okay. We'll give him 6. It's going to bring up more like 5. Yeah, they backed it up just a little bit. Okay. So 5-yard gain for Brents. He's got 2 carries for 13 yards.
3rd and 5 here.
3rd and 5 from the 20. They're on the left hash here. We'll see if they use some space out here to the right. Big number 15, Trayshawn Van Leer, is wide to the right. And again, there's just a couple of DBs out here. They're trying to go to more of a man look, it appears. Going to go to Stone here, man.
Yeah, he's going to break it off for a
touchdown.
Oh,
just
my God,
out of
I thought
bounds.
he was going to touchdown there.
So 15-yard run for Stone. Down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets. 19 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yes, the first quarter. Not the second quarter.
Had a lot of stoppages in play with the flags all over the field, and some incomplete passes have led to that as well. Although, again, Hayner has only thrown 3 incomplete passes out of 8 attempts. Just been under a lot of pressure. All right, we got 2 backs in a pistol look here.
Oh, it was an option look. Quarterback runs it in.
Touchdown, Stephen Smith, 5-yard run. That was a really nice-looking play. He counter option is what I'd call that. He faked a run to the left from the right halfback and started to sprint right, saw a seam, and just cut it straight down the middle for 6 points. Let's see if we're going to kick this one through or run another play. It looks like they're going to try to kick the – no. No, they are not. It's a different kicker. They're just going to try everybody out tonight. Let's see what happens here. We got a left footer.
They're trying to figure out which
number
kicker they want to
54,
use.
Alan Rivera, is going to give it a shot here. The number 4, Kayvon Smith, kicked the last one through. He's going to go soccer style here. Old Rivera will. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's good, Alan Rivera, and they're celebrating that one too. Boy, Rivera is fired up. Look at that, buddy. He is hippity hopping over the sideline, man.
Hey, he made it.
Yeah, they don't do that much, as we mentioned. Okay, well, that's a 26-0 lead for Louisville Central. We're not even through the first quarter. Wow, we're looking straight ahead of us at a full moon, and Louisville Central came to play on the full moon tonight, man. Isn't that funny? It's just straight out there in front of us.
It's almost like a yellow looking.
It is so low in the sky, man. We're a little distracted. What
yellow
just
for the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow for the Yellow Jackets, man. They're playing under a yellow jacket moon tonight, and I think we got a little distracted there.
Well, Etown's going to have to do something on this series.
Coach Silva, I don't know what you do. I mean, again, you can look at a coach and say, okay, what's the plan, coach? Well, you got no plan for getting faster.
No.
Or bigger, or stronger, or whatever it is that would be necessary here. We've seen them make first downs. It's just a matter of trying to sustain an offense against a defense that is so fast, so talented, and they use their speed by attacking you constantly. Again, Grayson Hayner's done a great job avoiding the rush.
Yeah.
The only way they've been able to manage that, I think, or get it out quick. Fielded by number 4 for the Panthers. A little run back, maybe about 6 yards on the run back there. That's Sincere Washington. And 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Panthers will start at their own 27. We'll see what Coach has in mind here. Not a big fan of the empty backfield in this kind of a situation.
No, and this is when the spread offense can be a stressful situation because you may want to try running inside against a team like this. And
listen,
it's hard to you can't switch gears in the middle of it, but it's just a tough thing.
That last year we ran the defense at Central Hardin together, Tony. We didn't run this defense, but it was a similar idea where we're blitzing every play, bringing pressure, trying to play fast. Good screen pass there to Durbin, but it's only going to get him about a yard. But we were trying to do this same kind of thing. Remember what we loved more than anything else? We loved spread teams.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have enough blockers to take care of us. Anytime there were only 5 offensive linemen, we were going to destroy them, and we knew it, and we did. Every time we faced a team. In fact, we beat DeSales that year. And DeSales had won the state championship the year before in their class. They won it that year. That was the year they won the state championship. We beat them. It's kind of a turnaround game for Coach Lawson and our Central Hardin program. But whenever they went into their
spread look,
tight end looks, they were killing us. Well, we didn't have the manpower to stand up to them. When they went to the spread, we were destroying them. So these blitzing types of teams love it when you only got like 5 guys to block. They're gonna take advantage of that and put so much pressure and have unblocked guys in the backfield all the time.
I mean, it was the same thing when we played. Who was it? Was it LaRue County? And they were running spread that first half, and then they switched to a wishbone, which was their short yardage package and did way better against us. And then it became a game because they were able to deal with some of that pressure. But when you're all spread and you're having blitz from all different kind of angles, it's hard.
And the reason we did that, if you recall, is we didn't have a lot of defensive linemen. Our defensive linemen were small and athletic. And we said, all right, we'll just go as fast as we can go. We'll put as many athletes out there as we can. We'll go as fast as we can go defensively and make as many plays as we can. That's what these guys do. But sorry, Wolfpack defense, these guys are faster than we were, man. These guys are amazing. So 2nd down and 9, and Hayner looking to get rid of it. He finds Durbin, but Durbin has pulled up. Man, he's having to dodge blitzers and rushers like crazy.
Running for his life back
He
there.
is. Kudos to Grayson Hayner for what he's doing back there. He's being somewhat efficient with the football.
But those Yellow Jackets, they're getting in there quick. They're swarming.
They're swarming, baby. It's the swarm defense you got going right here. Wow. So it's 3rd down and 9 here from their own 28. And again, you've got 2 wide right, 2 receivers to the left. One is a tight end. That's Evans. Looking,
Picked off.
That's Brent's right there again. Brent's
gonna
makes
score
a man
touchdown.
miss.
And
Touchdown. That's 2 defensive touchdowns already. That's Justin Brent's, number 11. It's actually his first touchdown. He didn't score before. It was
the quarterback scored last time.
yeah, Stephen Smith scored. I thought Brent scored on
a
touchdown
little,
run in the first series.
It looked like it was a screen pass, and he just read it and just stepped right in front of him and took the ball.
They were trying to throw a really short like hitch route to the slot receiver is what that was. It was just not very far downfield. And Brent's was right there to step in front of that. Again, sometimes when you don't know how the other team is lining up, you got maybe 3 linemen, but they're all standing up and you got guys milling around. It looks like sometimes it's disorganized, but it's not. They know where they're supposed to be, but the quarterback doesn't know what's going on. He can't find guys. He doesn't know who's in coverage, who's dropping,
back in his zone,
who's
who's
blitzing.
coming in.
I mean, sometimes they may have some of the defensive linemen dropping into coverage there.
They're going for 2 this time.
Yeah, going for 2. They're going to give it to Stone. Straight ahead, no problem. He walks into the end zone. So Cortez Stone, number 8, gets that one in the zone. So with 11:44 to go here in the second, it's going to be 32 to nothing here. We knew this was going to be a tall order for the Panthers. I'm sorry, what happened? Brents must have stepped out of bounds because here comes that was a touchdown. So Brents did not get the touchdown return. He stepped out of bounds.
It looked like he was in, but
I mean, we're right here and can look at that sideline. But yeah, they said he didn't make it. Here's Alan Rivera again, number 54. He's going to try the point after. So that is a touchdown from Stone from 4 yards out. He didn't make that extra point, but there's a flag on the play. So the defense has only scored once for Central, and now the offense has scored, but they are set up by that defense on that interception. Justin Brents.
They're going to pull it back some. What are they doing?
Well, I'm going to say the center picked the ball up before the snap. False start center. So they move it back 5, so now they'd be kicking from just about the 20, almost the 20-yard line.
Let's see if he can do this.
I'm sorry, almost the 15-yard line. So like
betting odds.
Rivera, yeah, I wouldn't bet more than $1 on this thing going in.
High snap.
Ooh, blocked.
Blocked.
Looked like number 5, Tyron Jeanette, got in there to knock that down. So the Panthers will deny Rivera. And as excited as Rivera was on that first kick, those 2 kicks right there did not look very good. That one didn't get up in the air much. So 32 to nothing is the score. 11:44 remaining in the second quarter here. All Central Yellow Jackets. Etown again is just looking for something they can do to be successful against this team. Again, I knew it was a tall order for the Panthers. I didn't necessarily, I mean, I expected it could be even a big score for Central against Etown, whose defense has struggled to stop opposing offenses. I didn't expect this kind of score at all, Tony.
No. Well, I mean, like you said, when you're playing the spread and you're throwing the ball, the clock doesn't go down as much, and then they get it right back and they're punching it again. I mean, this could start getting really out of hand fast.
Yeah, that's
it's already out of hand, but I mean, it could even.
Yeah, well, we're just barely 16 seconds in the second quarter. We're 3 points from a running clock. So we'll see what happens here. I believe that's number 22 on the return.
On 32 or 33.
It's not 22. There's no 22 on the roster. Who is that? 25. Is it 25 or 26? 26 on the return there. That's Curtis Margraf again. It seems like they're kicking that pooch kicking just in that direction. That's where Margraf is lined up in the return formation. So here comes Hayner again. Again, Hayner's a really good little football player at quarterback for Elizabethtown. Just not much of an opportunity to here to make much happen. Next week they play LaRue County. That ought to be a really competitive contest for them. Got a tall order 2 weeks from now against Christian Academy of Louisville, who's also in the district, and then a district game to finish up with Seneca here at home, which is a game they can win as well. Well, there they go, downhill.
Inside, but
yeah, Connor Johnson, maybe a yard. Yeah. I like that, though, Tony. That's where I would be probably trying to hit this team, maybe even 2 yards there. But that's where I'd probably be trying to hit this team is directly into the center of the defense where you can maybe get a hat on a hat, get a little movement.
And if you can get past that initial blitz coming, you've got some real estate afterwards behind that. So,
yeah. You know, against these kinds of defenses, there were times when I would just call wedge blocking as an offensive coach, just having all the offensive linemen block their inside gap and try to push the pile with the running back pushing behind them, trying to find a seam. Little bubble screen to Durbin. Durbin will get a yard. The ball's loose, but he was down.
He's already down.
Yeah. But everybody on that Yellow Jacket defense just flying all over the field.
Maybe got a yard out of it.
I might even give them 2. They got 3rd and 7 here.
Well, they got 1 yard on that run.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, one of them was 1 yard. They weren't both 2 yards. You're right. So I'm going to give them 2 yards on both plays just to pad the stats a little bit here. 3rd and 7, though, is the down and distance. They're at their own 37. They need to get to the 44.
Trips formation with a single back.
Yeah, trips to the right into the boundary. One-on-one to the top side. Quarterback run here.
Keeping the ball. Got about a yard.
Thought he had some space, but was unable to find that space and make a play. 4th down and 6 now. And they're at the 38. 9:50 and counting here. Back deep is Justin Brent's number 11, and again, number 3, Avalon Johnson McNeil. He's got 2 interceptions on the season, does Avalon Johnson McNeil. And he is their leading tackler on the season as well. So number 3 is dangerous. We've already seen what Brent's can do.
Yep.
Touchdown, an interception, and a called back kickoff return that went all the way. That kick is
side kick. I don't know what happened.
Going to be impossible to field. That's going to work out well for the Panthers. It looked like Hayner kind of caught it up on his shin instead of on his foot. And actually, good result. Maybe only about a 25 or 24-yard punt, but unable to be returned. That's pretty important that Brents couldn't get his hands on it. So 9:13 to go here in the second quarter, 32-0 Louisville Central. Again, when we looked at the schedule and saw this game preseason, it was exciting to us. Again, Etown has had great football teams. They were 8-4 last year. They've been a fantastic football program over the last 7 or 8 years. They've played very well. Tonight, outgunned to the max. It's been a tough season for Coach Silva in his first campaign as the head football coach here at Elizabethtown. Looking deep. Smith has got Kayvon. Wow. From the 40 down to about the 12. That's a 47-yard pass.
I think that was another throw to a spot throw and just let your guy get to it because he's fast, and he did get to it. Because it looked like it was overthrown there for a minute, but he
walked
turned on
it
another
down.
turned on another gear and got to it.
The leading pass receiver for this Yellow Jacket squad. They've thrown the ball 5 times, completed 4 of those, have the Yellow Jackets, and it's been big plays every time. Smith, that is, has catches of 20 and 47 yards. Now they'll go to Stone. Breaks one tackle down inside the 5. He's calling for the coaches to go again, man. Run it again. And that'll be a 1st and goal. As he picks up about 11 yards on that one. We'll get you some stats after halftime, but Stone quickly approaching that 1,000-yard mark for the season here. They've got 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line. Brents with it. Touchdown, Justin Brents. So Justin Brents carries it in from 3 yards. He's got his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's actually been in the end zone 4 times. The kickoff return was called back, and his interception return was called back. Said he stepped out of bounds. So old Brent's there. He's finding that end zone, man. He's got a nose for an end zone, doesn't he? Wow.
See, they're going to kick it. Now it looks like they're going to go for 2 this time.
Big number 77 at left guard there. That's D'Amico Williams. And number 74 next to him, Jonathan Haywood. That's some big dudes out there. And there's Steven Smith, the quarterback. Yeah.
Looks like it was like an option play. But
yeah, quarterback, like zone read kind of a, kind of outside zone read. And he kept it and turned it up inside. And so Smith will get that in there for a 2-point conversion. And we're 40-0 with 8:31 to go here in the 2nd quarter. So, folks, if you're an Etown fan, Etown faithful right now, and you're watching us on NFHS, watching us on Brandenburg TV, if you're still there,
we're still here.
I applaud you. We're going to be here all night, and again, this is a tough one. We expected to see a little more here out of this Etown squad, but this is a tall order. We knew that going in with a team that only plays top competition. And right now, Etown not quite ready to match that level of competition. Yeah, we will be in a running clock. There's 8:31 to go in the 2nd quarter, 40-0. It'll be a running clock the rest of the way. So this will move a little faster. Again, some of the penalties we've seen early. It is number 4, Kayvon Smith, kicking it. Number 4 for the Panthers, Sincere Washington, has it.
Got another flag.
Not much going on there on the return. He's up to the 25. Flag thrown, as Tony said, from the side judge here on the side nearest to us. We'll see what that one is. So an illegal block. Chop block on the Panthers. That'll move them back. So the chain gang waiting to see, in fact, where they'll spot this football. It's going to be deep back in Etown territory. Again, the good news is the clock will now run. I'd like to take a moment to thank our HCEC-TV crew here tonight with us. Ron Hartley directing, Jackson Houston, Addison Forbes, McKenna Bullington, Katie Robinson. Thanks, guys, for bringing us the action tonight. Again, I'm Paul Gray. I've got Tony Menendez here with me. And we're going to be filling 3 more quarters with whatever inane conversation we can come up with.
Well, I mean,
hopefully it's E-Town making some plays. Connor Johnson, nothing doing there. Number 20.
I think he lost a yard on that one.
He did. Demetrius Young there to make the tackle. So many athletes and so many good football players. And again, look out there at that defensive unit. There's not a big defensive tackle looking guy. They're not even putting a guy, usually, they have a couple times, with a hand on the ground.
Well, and even the one who should be playing like the nose position, you think like the spine of your defense for this kind of look, he's still playing in a 2-point stance and coming
exactly.
at
Yeah. Just trying to be speedy and difficult to block. And
there he goes.
He's got 4-point stance. Nobody else with a hand on the ground there. All bringing it right here.
They're trying to run it. Maybe got a yard back.
You know what? That's what I'm looking for, though. Trey Durbin with the football in his hands, running downhill. That's a great idea. They've completed a couple of screen passes to him. Other than that, they haven't gotten him the football. He had to work really hard to pick up a yard on that run there, though.
They're just so fast.
So fast, hard to block. I mean, you know, that's what I was saying earlier, though. We've talked about that before. Offensive linemen aren't always the best athletes on the team. They're usually big, not the most fleet of foot. And if you're putting guys in front of them that are super athletic, unless they can get both hands on the guy and bench press him, it's just not going to happen. The delay of game against the Panthers, it'll go back to 3rd and 15 now. So Durbin got them a yard back, and they're going to lose 5 there.
It's like 28's coming up for a blitz.
Ooh, they got 2 of them faking blitzes, but 2 guys came off the edge there. And Hayner running for his life. He's going to throw it away. I think he had number 4 in the area, so they're not going to call intentional grounding, which would have been a safety. Again, that was Sincere Washington. It was an outlet that he just tossed the ball on the ground in his direction. Good job to not take the safety there. And again, the clock will run. We're down to 6:02. And now it feels like the game is moving, Tony. It felt like it was
punting out of the end zone. That's
standing still. Oh, man, dicey.
Dicey thing.
It is your quarterback, Grayson Hayner, and he's shown what a good athlete he is, avoiding the rush in the pocket and getting outside the pocket. He can handle that here. Not much of a rush. Kick is away. Again, Avalon has the football, number 3, trying to get left. He's going to reverse field. Good coverage by the Panthers, but they'll have it at the 39 of the Panthers. Will the Yellow Jackets there. Again, number 3 that received that was Avalon Johnson McNeil.
Yeah, and they're going with the speed on that defense. If you look at their offensive line, they've got some guys who could be two-way guys.
Oh, they got big boys.
That could be playing defensive line, and they don't need them.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. On the left side of their offensive line, Jonathan Haywood, number 74, number 77, D'Amico Williams. Those are some big dudes. Their center, I believe, is number 50, Roderick Colbert. Not as big, but he ain't a small kid. I'm sorry, he's playing right tackle. 57 is right guard. That's Bryson Brown. So they've got some big kids up front. They're just not going to play those kids on defense. They're going to play speed at every position on defense.
Jet sweep.
Yeah, that's Kayvon Smith with the carry on the jet sweep that time.
So he's got about 8. No, do you give him 9 on that one?
We'll give him 8. It's in that area. So Kayvon Smith on the little, actually calling that a jet sweep, but the way he tossed it to him forward, that does in fact count as a pass attempt. So pass attempt.
A shovel pass.
It's like a shovel pass. This is exactly what it's like, yeah. Trips formation to the right. Again, there's only 2 defenders out there to the right. They could go screen over there, but they're going to go Cortez Stone. Stone's got space. Woo! From the 26 down to 6, almost a 20-yard gain. That's a 19-yard gain.
1st and goal.
1st and goal. Yellow Jackets with 3:51 to go here in the first half. I think in the second half we'll see some different Yellow Jackets, I would suspect. Stone here again, I haven't totaled up the numbers. He's got to be getting really close to that 1,000-yard mark. I think he's gone over for the season here now. Low snap. Stone's got it. Wow. Lots of space. Oh, they say no. Didn't quite get in. He's just a few inches short as they spot it there. So Stone, 5 yards on that carry. We'll see what they do here. Yeah, Stone wants the football again. He's rolling his hands. Hey, give it to me again, Coach. This is 6 points for me right here. And they're going to go to him again. Yeah. Delay handoff, touchdown. Cortez Stone, 1 yard out. He's got a touchdown there. It's his second on the ball game. That'll make it 46-0. 3:07 to go here in the half. So Louisville Central scoring every time they touch it. The defense, again, being very effective. There is a man down. There's so many people around, I can't tell who it is. I think it might be one of the linemen for Louisville Central. It is, in fact.
Yep.
70-something there. I'm not sure.
Can't tell. His jersey's wrinkled up.
Well, we'll take this opportunity to read off some of our sponsors here. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling is a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located at 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. Etown Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simple at West Point Bank. Hometown banking made simple. And they're helping number 72, Jeremiah Bradley, off the field. He may have taken a hit from his own running back as Cortez Stone was kind of running downhill behind 2 linemen, and he may have contacted Mr. Bradley in the back of the leg there as he scored. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. Again, 3:07 to go, 46-0. Again, they don't kick it very much, and you've seen why. They're trying out a few guys, but they're not great. Motion across. Smith's got it. He's going to just take off with it, see if he can get there.
And he does.
Speed to the corner. And he's got the 2-point conversion, does Steven Smith.
He was directing his lead blocker.
Ooh, there is a flag down. That'll move it back, I have a feeling. Holding on the offense, and so it'll be they'll have to try again, and I would not be surprised if they don't go ahead and go for 2 anyway here. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot. Wow, they're moving that back pretty far. Yeah, that's too far. There we go. 10 yards from the spot. It'll be a 13-yard. I think they'll just go for it. I mean, they can't kick it that far. So they might as well take a shot here. They'll probably throw the football. They could run it. Man-to-man coverage from the Panthers. They've got man-up looks. Ooh, Moberly was free. Could not get Smith on the ground. Smith's going to run. He won't make it. Good defense by the Panthers. As Connor Johnson and number 54. No 54 on the roster.
Done really good on these 2-point conversion stoppages.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on there.
Other plays.
You'd wish that. That has not happened, though. Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and Carter Moberly's been in the backfield on every one of these 2-point conversions. It's 46-0 with 2:57 to go here, and the Etown Panther offense will get the ball back right here. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 184. All HCEC-TV programs on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. I'd like to also thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, in support for providing live streaming service. Contact nfhs.com to subscribe today. It's usually at this point, Tony, where I ask you a really serious question about what does this team or that team need to do. I got no ideas. You got any ideas? I would hate to be standing on the E-Town sideline right now because
block.
Anybody out there
guys
watching the TV got an idea? Because I don't block with more guys. That would give you maybe an opportunity. Don't run sideways with the football. That's another idea
that's 100%.
That'll never work against this team.
No.
So that was number 26 on the return. Caught the ball, was going to try to outrun someone. Curtis Margraf again on that return. Just no opportunity to do that against this speedy ball club. And so it's Grayson Hayner to take over again here with 2:21 remaining and counting.
The question is, do they take the foot off the gas on this defense, or they just keep?
The answer
bringing
is
it?
no. They don't have another defense to run, Tony. This is what they'll do all game. They may put new personnel on the field, but this is what you're going to see. Etown's going to have to figure out how to deal with this somehow, some way. Maybe as you look over at the sideline over there, maybe there are some players over there from Louisville Central that are not their top guys.
They got an injury timeout.
That would give them an opportunity. We got another man down here. Oh, please don't. It's one of the offensive linemen. I think it's a cramp. That's good. Number 56, Noah Smith, will check back in to the game. Again, they're trying to work out the cramp. I believe that's number 51. He's going to jog off.
61.
61, I'm sorry. Number 61, Gage Elkins, will jog it off the field.
So we're going to get this clock running back up again. Stop just for a second while the injury was going on, and we'll see what happens.
2nd down and 10 Panthers. I'm curious about the stats at the half here. We'll certainly take a look. It won't be pretty, but here comes the blitz again. There's 7 guys coming, just nobody there. And Hayner's got to just chuck it away.
About a minute left.
About a minute and a half to go in the half. It is homecoming tonight. I do see down the end zone to our left some of the homecoming classes that are here celebrating some kind of reunion for homecoming.
I think I saw a sign
Tony
saying
and I
50 year
wow.
something.
Yeah. I've got my 36. So we're calling a game at North Hardin end of October where they're playing Owensboro Catholic. And that's that night and the next night is my class's reunion. So 35th reunion, class of 88 at North Hardin. Hayner runs it out of bounds there. The clock will continue even on that out of bounds. That may be the last play of the half there as he picked up about 2 yards on that run. And it's 4th down and 8, but they won't have to kick it away as the clock is going to run out. But it's homecoming tonight, so it's going to be a little bit of a longer halftime here. We'll have about 20 minutes before we come back and rejoin you all. 3 seconds, 2. They're trying to get set to run another play. They're not going to do it. They're going to give them the snap. They're throwing deep to Durbin, and Durbin's being ridden out of bounds. That's a flag. There'll be an interference. They'll get another play.
He was hugging them all the way down the field.
Yeah, coverage is by number 2 there. That's Javion Wallace. He's got a couple interceptions on the year. And there'll be an untimed down after they step off the interference penalty here. Again, they're taking a shot down the sideline. Honestly, I'd put Durbin by himself on one side, trips the other way, and just try to work to him. You might as well. He's a huge athlete who really catches the ball well. You might hit a big play here in the second half.
Going to the homecoming festivities with some points on the board.
Well, I'm not sure it's going to happen right here, but they're going to give it a shot. One more play from the 50-yard line here. Quads to the left. See, this isn't the time to do that because they've got a corner here, but they got a safety on the same side as Durbin who's playing about 25 to 30 yards off the ball. They're going to go at it anyway. There's 2 guys back. That's going to be an interception. And thankfully, Durbin's there to make the tackle because if he's not,
could have been bad.
Yeah, Avalon, Johnson, McNeil in the open field would have been a scary thing to have your offense trying to tackle.
Especially when you add quads to the other side, that means there's less guys that come over to tackle them.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the end of the first half. 46-0, Louisville Central Yellow Jackets over the Elizabethtown Panthers. Again, it's a longer halftime with the homecoming festivities, but we'll be back in about 20 minutes with some first half stats and second half action.
And now, with great pride, we present the 2023 Elizabethtown High School football homecoming candidates. Our first candidate is Caroline Godfrey. And Tina Godfrey. She is a member of the swim team and pet club. ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caroline Godfrey.
I think maybe the homecoming queen is. We can announce that.
Our second candidate is Miss
They kind of like their old field.
Huh?
I kind of miss the old field.
You do? Really? This is so much better.
It's better, but it felt more like
You're on?
packed. Yeah, you're on.
Yeah, I don't know. For this, man, I think this is graduation. I was a coach when they presented these plans. It was like 8 years later that they did this. It took a while to get the funding together. You don't think you know already? I expect it to be Jackson. Stay? What do you think they'll do? What are we doing now? Everything okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Isabella Lewis. Our fifth candidate is Clayton Wallace.
Which retired this year,
I got it right.
you guys are going to get out before we see freshman.
Finish it out at Central and probably do somewhere else. I talked to him already. Well, he told me if I was to do stay. But I mean, I don't know. Can teach something around here completely new. If that makes any sense.
Teach Archie movies.
It's just all new lesson plans and not start all over. They're going to do it regardless of what it is.
You're going to be done with school. I'm going to be ready to retire.
Where are you at right now?
This is year 20.
Yeah, you're about right. 3-4 more years, they'll have it.
One worse that part was actually 55 and 27 years.
You'll be exactly at 55? Oh, that's perfect. That worked out really well for you.
I'd be like,
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt.
I had to teach a month.
You would?
I had to teach like a month. We're facing September.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen to me. I'm August 10th. I teach for 3 weeks. You'll have to teach until October 1st. I think if I was going that far, I might finish out the first trimester. It'll be like 3 more weeks.
Our eighth candidate is Riley Patrick. Riley is the daughter of Mike Spooner and Michelle Patrick. grandma and cousins every Thursday. After graduation, Riley plans to attend the University of Kentucky, majoring in communications and public relations, to hopefully become a sports broadcaster for ESPN. Riley is escorted by Camarius Caldwell, son of Michael Lee.
I haven't seen old Camarius Caldwell. That's a big,
Ladies and
looking
gentlemen,
kid. Like,
this
what the world he did.
At this time, it's my distinct honor to introduce Miss Robin Childers Roberts, the 1972 Elizabethtown High School football homecoming queen.
I'm 2 years old.
Robin is married to Joe Roberts and she
I'm
lives in Bowling
7.
Green, where she works as an independent legal nurse consultant. They have 4 children and 7 grandchildren. Robin's favorite memories as an Etown Panther are being an Elizabethtown cheerleader all 4 years of high school and cheering on all of her beloved family teams, which includes
I'm starting to struggle.
state runner-up basketball team.
What?
Starting to struggle to remember high school. What happened?
Played football.
I did play football.
Mr. Nate Huggins and Mr. Gary French.
Yeah.
Don't try to get my guys double because because you drew me a pass.
Miss Riley Roger. A final congratulations to all
Down with the second potatoes. Got the first down though. Ball. Got wobble, getting up. Wasn't sure what was up. Made it back to the hub. I remember telling my cousin, Steve, don't throw it to me again. At least I played, and then I did a hitch route. Got jacked right in the back by the corner. Went down that time. That time I didn't get back up. They just did this.
you are driving a red
He said, oh, let's go. Play again. I don't want to watch that game. When you watch the film, I was running backwards. Yeah. There's something called right.
Okay, I'm gonna go down there, go to the bathroom, but I'll make it back up. Don't worry. Just leave it. Just leave it. We'll start up here in a little bit. I wanted to see the
homecoming.
Hi, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and today we're here with one of our great sponsors, West Point Bank, and to tell you a little more about it, we have Shelley Brackett, Assistant Vice President. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. So, West Point Bank has had a long relationship with HCEC-TV. Can you talk a little bit about the history of West Point Bank?
Yes, so West Point Bank is locally owned and operated. The holding company purchased us about 36 years ago. We started in a little bank in West Point, Kentucky, and we've grown to 5 branches. So
the 5 branches, if somebody wants to visit one of your branches, where are they at?
So we have our branch in Radcliffe. We also have our branch in Elizabethtown. And we also service Glendale, and of course, I already said West Point and Upton.
So what services are offered at West Point Bank?
So we're a full-service bank. We do all kinds of loans, commercial, consumer, and now secondary market loans. We have your free checking accounts, your business checking. So pretty much everything everyone else has to offer, but with good customer service.
And good customer service from right here at home is always important.
Yes, very important.
So you mentioned the secondary market program. Can you inform me on what that is?
Yes, so our secondary market program is something that West Point Bank has just recently got into. Previously, we didn't sell our loans to investors. We kept them all in-house and serviced the loans ourselves. So now we have the opportunity to sell our loans to investors, and that way we could offer lower interest rates, fixed 30-year products, and also lower down payments with the different programs that they offer.
And that's very important, especially with everything going on right now.
Right.
So, as I've said, West Point Bank has had a long relationship with HCEC-TV. And I know before we started, you told me that your sisters played sports in high school and your nieces play now. How does it feel to see your nieces on TV?
It is really great. It's a great opportunity, for, the parent or the grandparent that may have to miss or not be able to be there for other obligations, to actually get to watch their child play or their grandchild. So I just think it's just came full circle, from just being in high school and watching how this whole program has developed to being out of school for 20 years and being here. It's an awesome experience. So.
Yeah, and it's so funny. One of the first times that I got recognized for my work here was doing one of these sponsor interviews, and I got a text from someone, at the college telling me, "Did I see you on TV?"
Right, I get that a lot. I saw you on TV during the commercial, so I mean, it's great. We're in this community. We live here. We work here. We play here. It's great to give back to the community and to be involved.
And we really appreciate your generosity in giving back to us, because without your help, we would not be able to provide the live sports coverage that we do.
Right. So we're very appreciative and thankful for you all doing your hard work as well, and it's just a great opportunity for both of us.
Well, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for coming on and talking about your great bank, locally owned, locally operated, 5 branches right here in Hardin County. Now let's get back to some live sports action.
Welcome back to Elizabethtown High School. We're here for second half action. I'm Paul Gray. I've got Tony Menendez alongside me here. And again, we're at Etown High School. This is week 7 of the high school football season. And right now, it's all Louisville Central Yellow Jackets, 46-0 all over the Elizabethtown Panthers. It's been a tough season for the Panthers. They're 1-5. The Yellow Jackets are 2-4. Don't let the record fool you, folks. If you've been watching us for the first half, you've seen what is a legitimate 3A title contender here. They're going to have a hard time getting out of their district because Christian Academy of Louisville is a legit contender as well. Maybe 2 of the best 3 or 4 3A schools in this district. Tough one for the Panthers. The Panthers have been so good for so long here. The last 7 or 8 years have been super successful under both Coach Browns. Coach Silva now taking over, and boy, he's got a rough road ahead of him here, especially tonight, as he's got one more half of football. Some of the numbers from the first half. Stephen Smith, the quarterback for Louisville Central, 5 completions on 6 attempts, 140 yards and a touchdown. You can't get more efficient than that. And then you've got Cortez Stone rushing the football, 13 attempts, 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yes, he has now, in this 7th game of the season, gone over 1,000 yards. He's over 1,000 yards by about 26 yards here, or 24 yards, that is. So Cortez Stone rolling up some numbers here. Very impressed by Justin Brents. His numbers may not look super impressive. He has 3 carries for 16 yards, but 2 touchdowns rushing the football. He had an interception that was almost returned for a touchdown, and he had a kickoff return that went about 85 yards for a touchdown that was called back. So Justin Brents has been very impressive as well. The leading receiver for Louisville Central, number 4, Kayvon Smith, has 3 catches for 75 yards. Amontez Woolfolk has 1 catch for 50 yards and a touchdown. So a lot of really impressive numbers, obviously in a 46-0 ball game. Maybe, as we've said before, the most impressive part of this Louisville Central team is the defense. Right now, they've only given up 41 yards to this Elizabethtown Panther squad, most of it in the air. 7 of 13 is Grayson Hayner for 38 yards. They've only got 3 yards rushing total on about 11 attempts. So
they also give about 20 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
But really, they've just locked down this Etown offense. They have not been able to do really anything against the Yellow Jackets. Their defense is just so fast at getting to the ball and pursuit and pressure. It's just hard to do really much of anything offensively against them so far this game.
So we'll see what the second half has in store. We do know it'll be faster than the first half. First quarter lasted about 40 minutes, which is very long for a high school football game. Obviously moved a lot quicker in the second quarter as there was a running clock for much of the second quarter. Still a couple like injuries, some cramp things that caused the game to go a little longer than you would suspect.
There was a lot of flags in that first quarter too.
Yeah, there were.
On both sides, not just, it wasn't really a one-sided affair. They were throwing a lot of confetti out there.
Yeah, that's right, man. It's homecoming. They were celebrating. Speaking of homecoming, hey, congratulations to Riley Patrick, 2023 Elizabethtown Panthers homecoming queen. Riley Patrick, congratulations to her. Had a nice homecoming ceremony. The 1972 homecoming queen. I missed the name, sorry.
Yep, I missed it. She had a wonderful cape.
She had a cape, and then she got to present it to Riley. So that's kind of a nice little tradition. Mm-hmm. We thought it was a little strange when they were walking out with a cape on, but then they gave the cape to the queen. That's kind of a neat thing to do.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So
that would be a neat tradition to pick up at other schools. That have
some schools aren't as old as this one. They've got long-standing traditions here at Elizabethtown. Some of the younger schools don't have some of those traditions. Jernette picks it up. He's going to get to about the 28. Tyron Jernette, who caught 2 passes for 20 yards, he was the most productive player with those 2 catches. We saw Alex Evans catch a couple, one 3-yarder and one 7-yarder. That was in the first drive, and they didn't go back to him. And again, Evans is a big, strong, athletic receiver. I'd throw him the football a few more times on just some short routes and let him pick up some first downs.
The trick would be, Coach, to have time to throw the ball.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can get a 3-yard hitch off. You catch it and release it and just hope that he's the guy that catches the ball.
The last 3-yard hitch was an interception.
Yeah, that's true. That was to a slot receiver, though, not the outside receiver.
That is true.
And a smaller guy, not the big dude. Go to the big dude. I like throwing to the big dude. Looking downfield, running for his life, and there's going to be a holding call as I
think it's on number 55.
Yeah, Grayson Hayner. Yeah, Grayson Hayner tried to pretty much just threw that one away, but did a great job escaping the pocket. It will be a hold. So instead of 1st and 10, it's going to be 1st and 20. And again, honestly, with penalty yardage, I really don't think Etown has positive yardage. Again, officially I have, and that's not official because I'm not very good at stats, but I have 41 yards as the total for the first half. The biggest play was a 13-yard scramble by Grayson Hayner. Actually, there was a 17-yard reception by Tyron Jernette. So a few decent plays. In fact, they took one drive down to the 31-yard line before the fumble.
That's what
On the play action look, they fumbled the ball on the play action fake. So one deep safety, not showing the blitz that they have. Only 3 guys rushing. Short completion to Jernette, picks up about 4.
Well, they played back a little bit. They knew they were going to throw the ball. There's no
They
reason
did.
to send everything unless you just want to send it.
I mean, that's how they usually play, and they wouldn't generally call off the dogs, but I think they're going to here up 46-0
With a running clock.
with a running clock. They 2nd and 20. Now it's going to be 2nd and 16 here after the 4-yard
They
game.
haven't really substituted anybody on their defense.
No. It looks like the same cats, doesn't it?
Starters.
Yeah,
so
there they are. They are going to maybe bring one this time. Yeah, no, they brought 2 of them. They got 5 guys coming, and they're all over Jernette. All over Hayner. Great job escaping. He's going to get out of bounds after a really good gain. He picks up about 12 or 13.
Got the first down on that one.
I think he's 2 yards short. No,
they
moved it up here. Wow, what a spot.
They gave him. When I saw
thought
the
it was
line,
back by the
when I saw
35.
line judge, I was like,
Yeah.
you gave him the first down on that
I
one.
thought it was back by the 35 or 36, so about a 16-yard pickup for Grayson Hayner. Again, their 2 big runs, 13 and 16 yards, have been on scrambles. And so Hayner, again, just being an athlete and avoiding the rush. 4-man front this time. They're bringing 5. Quick throw out to Durbin.
About 3 yards on that pass play.
Yeah, he's caught 3 balls today, but it's just 6 yards is all he's gotten. It's been those little bubble screens or quick screens that they've been able to get to him.
They're taking their time and sending the play in.
8 minutes to go, basically 8:10 to go here in the third. 2nd down and 7. Showing the blitz, Louisville Central. They're going to bring
Just
one.
bring one on that one.
Wow, 55 all over him again. A great job by Hayner escaping. Trying to escape again. Not that time,
was a
baby.
sack for a big loss.
Number
Looks like
1.
about a 15-yard loss on that sack.
Yeah, there goes all the yardage they had picked up. That's unfortunate. So it was a 2nd and 7, and now it's going to be, wow, a lot.
Yeah, that's about exactly 15.
It was an 18-yard loss, actually, because it was 2nd and 7.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so minus 18 on that one. So the scramble was plus 16 for Hayner that time going backwards, and it was actually number 1 on the sack. This is Montez Woolfolk who caught the 50-yard touchdown pass early. Oh, my goodness.
God,
Ooh,
that could have
that's
been
a flag.
Really bad.
It's got to be a flag. Leading with the helmet. He hit him right up under the chin with the crown of the helmet. The pass was a
Little
quick, not a slanted. It's just a skinny route up the seam. They were trying to get the ball to number 23. That's Taquan Townsend, and it was a good throw. Hit him right in the hands, and it would have been a pretty good gain there. But that was 3rd down. That will bring on the punting unit after that incomplete pass. Unfortunate again because it was a good throw. Are they calling timeout?
I believe they are.
Coach, I'm not sure what you're talking over on 4th, and this isn't the time. 4th and 25. Coach Silva wants to have a talk with the punting unit. I suspect he's talking to the punting unit and not the offense. You're on your own 25, 4th and 25 here. I'd say in this case, go ahead and punt it. You will probably want to go for it on 4th down, but it was 2nd and 7. If you're now 4th and 5, yeah, go for it. But I'm not so sure about. I think it's going to be a punt. But why you call timeout before you punt the ball?
Well, let's say the wrong personnel in there or something.
That's possible. Someone was out, and he knew that there was a problem. And there's still someone out. There's no left guard. And here comes Alex Evans. He's going to go ahead and play left guard in this look for the punt team.
Trying to see
Number
if
4.
the left guard maybe he's out, and that's why
it's
they were.
possible.
Maybe that was a confusion.
And good kick down the sideline. It'll go out of bounds at about the 32 of the Yellow Jackets. So Hayner with a good kick there.
It looks like 61's on the bench. Is he their starting left guard?
He is, yeah. 61's Gage Elkins.
So maybe he came out for a reason. They had to get a readjustment of who was going to play that spot while he's out.
Your personnel situations, that is one reason for a timeout. Hopefully you've got some people dealing with those situations. You need a coach who's dealing with personnel that is, okay, I've got an injury, or hey, I've got somebody who's out for a few plays. We've got to be ready for that.
This is the next man up. If this guy's out, this guy's up.
In whatever situation. In that case, it was the punt team. 1st and 10 with 5:56 to go here in the third. Man, it's running fast. Trips formation to the right. It's a bunch. Tight bunch over there. They're going to go to Stone. Cortez Stone in the secondary makes 2 men miss, dragging a defender. He's got 12. So 12 yards on the carry, and this again is going to be a quick half of football. The clock is running. It's out to the 45-yard line where the ball will be spotted. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets here.
The Yellow Jackets just going to run the ball here the rest of this game. Just finish it out. They didn't put any backups in. They're still running their
got their
cats. Yeah. Maybe that's what they got.
I mean, I look over on the sideline. There's quite a few dudes, but I will say this: most of the guys I think are either playing offense or defense. So there aren't a lot of subs. There are a few subs and a few guys going both ways. Maybe 2 or 3 that are going both ways. The rest are.
Oh, they're going to pass it.
They're going to throw it. They're going deep. Oh, that's 6 if he catches it.
And he's got a touchdown.
Wow. Kevon Smith. No, I'm sorry. I thought it was 4. It was 14. All right, I thought it was 4. That's Jermaine Walker. Jermaine Walker for 55 yards and the touchdown. They go empty. They were in a 2 receivers to each side formation in the shotgun. The running back goes in motion to the right to give you trips empty. And when you do that and run that slot receiver down the middle of the field, sometimes the safeties get confused because of the backfield motion. Yeah, who's picking up the back coming out? Now it's not 4 wide receivers, it's 5. And they did not communicate that one well at all. So another big touchdown throw.
And they're going for 2
for Stephen Smith. They they should be going for 2 always. And there's the quarterback Smith. Wow. So that's that counter option look. And when he sees a seam, he just sprints through it.
Takes it.
It was supposed to go to the right and be an option to the right, but he's just like, man, there's the seam, I'm gone. And so he saw it and he took it, and man, he was through that hole in a heartbeat. And so it's 54-0 with 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. I'm going to pull. What in the world is that? This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg. Elizabethtown, Hodgenville. For those who are in our country in the military, a discount is available. Etown Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. So here we go. Kickoff back to the Panthers. The Panthers have yet to get a stop defensively. We talked about that defensive matchup. The fact that the Panthers, and again,
he's losing yards on that kickoff.
So you saw the return man for the Panthers there. That time, number 34. That's Chris Hilton. And Chris was making a move to the left, making a move to the right, but he wasn't really gaining any ground. And the reason for that is he saw only white jerseys coming at him.
He did bobble the ball as well.
Okay.
He kind of hit his hands and hit the ground, so he had to snatch it back up. And then by the time he did that, he was looking up at him. It was a sea of white jerseys.
Yes, it was. 1st and 10 from the 7, make it the 18-yard line. No, yeah, 18-yard line. They're on their own 18. I still see what looks like the Louisville Central starting crew out there. There may be a couple of different numbers on the field here. Again, there aren't a lot of subs, I don't believe. I think, again, they are a 2 platoon with just a few. And there's a quick throw out of bounds as Hayner was feeling some pressure. That's the first time I've seen him really jittery. nearest receiver was Tyron Jurnett, who was running down the sideline, and just nothing open. Hayner forced to throw the ball out of bounds up into the sideline area of the Yellow Jackets. 3:24, yeah.
24 left in this quarter. And it's going quick now.
Play clock down to 5. Motion across. They're going to run a little counter action. Nothing there. Wow. Number 55 for the Yellow Jackets, George Black, was all over that. They've really had a hard time blocking number 55. He has been one-on-one winning a lot from his defensive end spot. So that is a...
Well, it starts at the nose. 58 has been really getting some
good push
up the center, which is collapsing that pocket and opening up lanes for those other defensive linemen to just kind of come through, or the linebackers coming through. So he's really getting some momentum going when he comes up that middle.
That's 58. Ronald Beeler.
Oh, he just came free that time himself.
There's Durbin with a little bit of space on the jet sweep up to about the 26. It's about 3 yards short of first down. He picked up 9 on that. That's one of the best straight running plays. Again, they've had a couple good scrambles from the quarterback, but design run, Durbin picks up about 9 on that, bringing up 4th and 3. Okay, Coach, you're in your own end, but I don't mind this on 4th and 3. You know, 4th and 25, we figured out they were just trying to get the right personnel on the field for the punt. But, yeah, this is, I mean, you're down 54-0. You might as well go ahead and see what you can do if you can pick up a first down here. They're going to go screen. That's not the right call, man. That's not even close.
He had his own man got pushed into him. And then
he's losing more yards as he breaks 6 or 8 tackles, but he's going to lose about 8 yards on that pass play. So that was a little screen to
number 2.
That's Trey Durbin.
Yep.
And
25 is down. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, I believe it's Caleb Irwin.
Well, Trey got pushed right into him.
Yeah.
And his legs kind of folded up behind himself when that happened.
So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, deep in Elizabethtown Panther territory. And again, I don't see any substitutes really much to speak of coming onto the field. It looks like they'll play this quarter out with the starters and maybe all the way to the end. Who knows? Like you said, they may not play guys that aren't their first group. They're going to have to call timeout again. I think Irwin being out, they were maybe short a man again, and Evans is going to have to get back on the field. So the Panthers will call timeout. Let me go back to our sponsors here. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling is a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located at 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. Etown Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties in the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. Well, here we are, 1st and 10 from the 18 in the red zone to take over the possession. Looking to throw it again. There's a wheel route up the side. Intercepted, Tyron Jurnett. Great play, Jurnett. They were looking for number 6.
Coming off of that motion.
Yeah, Demarion Mudd.
But he was never open in that play. I mean,
yeah, Jurnett was in good position, and they were looking for Mudd. They might have been able, if they had thrown it more to the sideline, gotten it over Jurnett.
We'll throw it where either he could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Exactly. So the throw a little short, a little inside. Jurnett goes up and makes the play with 6 seconds to go, and they're running the clock. That will be the end of the 3rd quarter. So they'll go to the other end of the field where the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20, I believe. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 184. All HCEC-TV programs on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. Special thanks to our HCEC-TV crew, Ron Hartley, Jackson Houston, Addison Forbes, McKenna Bullington, Katie Robinson. We'd also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. All right.
I heard
One
something off the walkie-talkie there.
My
Sorry
goodness,
about that.
there's stuff crashing around in here. I don't know what's going on.
Had a cheerleader go to the ground. Hopefully she's okay for Etown.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, yep, they're looking at it right now. She's got a little limp here going. So they're going to check her out. Injury on the side as well. So 4-man front here, 2 wide receivers to each side. Connor Johnson in the backfield. Hayner looking down the seam. He's got one open. Jernette
Nice
out to the
pass.
50. 30-yard gain. Tyron Jernette. I keep saying the wrong name. So 30-yard gain out to the 50. Good pass, good reception again. He was open down the seam, ran by the outside linebacker who should have been in man cover. Just got the ball in there before the free safety could get over.
I think he was confused on his coverage. It looked like he stopped it. Like he thought he was in a zone. It was not a zone look at all.
Boy, I don't think they play zone, though, Tony. I don't know how. I think he just may have fallen asleep. Well, there's that option play. So this time, when they don't tackle him, he turns it up. Good play, Grayson Hayner, for about a 3-yard gain there. Last time, he just pitched it with no one when no one picked him up. And, man, that's not helping your running back out at all. If they don't tackle you, you got to keep running with the football. So a good first down play there. 2nd and 7 now. They are in Yellow Jacket territory at the Yellow Jacket 47-yard line.
Let's see if they can get maybe something going. Something to feel good about before the game ends.
I'd like to see him get the ball to Evans down here, number 8. With his size, he is a big mismatch. Looking deep. Durbin, one-on-one down the field. It's caught. Trey Durbin was working, I believe, on number 23 there. 23 is Caden Hobson. And so from the 47, they're going to get it down to about the 11. It's a 36-yard gain, so a couple of big passes, a 30-yarder and a 36-yarder. And they have doubled their output for the entire game with 2 pass plays. Fantastic job. Again, that's what we talked about before the end of the half. Durbin one-on-one with a corner. He's so big and so athletic. He's bigger than most defensive backs.
We got two
It's going to
really
be tough. Jet sweep to Durbin. Look at the speed,
He was able to get some of that edge, which
did.
was surprising.
Yeah.
Because they're so fast against the edge.
About a 4-yard gain. I'm telling you, that guy right there is the dude. Getting him the ball on that play. They've had a rush of 9 yards and now of 4 yards, running that jet sweep to Durbin. And the long pass to Durbin as well. He's just physically better than most high school football players. I mean, you're going to get him matched up on a guy that is physically outmatched 95% of the time. Even against this Louisville Central squad, he's going to be bigger and stronger and almost as fast as most of these guys he's facing. Looking to Evans, trying to get Evans the football on a jump ball. There it goes.
And he got
it. That's what you're looking. Oh, there's a flag. Maybe interference.
I think it was interference on the
I think
defense.
so. So I think that touchdown is going to stand. There's another flag, a little fight out there on the field, I think. I think Jernette was into it with one of the Yellow Jackets. So let's sort this out. Touchdown pass to Evans from 8 yards out, or maybe 7 yards out. So a couple good throws, and again, they're going to the big receivers. Pass interference on the Yellow Jackets is the call. Touchdown is good. So the Panthers are on the board throwing the football. And again, Evans and Durbin, to me, are the mismatches. Those are the 2 big guys.
Well, I mean,
the corners for Central are really good cover guys, but they're small.
Guys, but they're on the shorter side.
Yeah. And when you've got a 6'3" and a 6'2", both of them very strong. Neither one of them are wiry. Both Evans and Durbin are big, strong
in a wing
kids.
T, they'd be tight ends.
Oh, my goodness.
And they'd be really good at it, too.
No. I'm telling you, Durbin would be the fullback because that wing T fullback is the hammer.
Yeah, that is
He's
true.
the hammer. You'd probably put him into fullback, but the Evans would be playing tight end in a wing T look. You're right. So here comes on the extra point unit. Kicker Ryan Bowen, number 17, on to attempt the point after. 9:06 to go in the fourth.
Timeout by the Yellow Jackets.
On an extra point up.
I think the coach is a little upset
54-6.
they allowed a score there.
I'm sure he is.
You like to
It
get
is
that,
still.
you like to get that goose
They
egg.
do, and it is still most of the starting crew. So it's not like they put the scrubs out and Etown scored on them. Etown took advantage of some matchup opportunities there. Again, I do think Central is not bringing as much heat as they were in the first half. They may be blitzing one instead of 2 or 3 guys on any given play. I think their secondary has fallen asleep a couple times here, especially on that first seam pass to Jernette. I think a couple guys weren't really doing their responsibilities.
And it may be they're not used to having to cover for that amount of time because they're used to their linebackers and D-line
all
getting
over the
through there
quarterback.
before they can even have to worry
Yeah.
about deep coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and part of that is Hayner's doing a good job of buying time.
Yes.
He's just such a good athlete. He is able to escape some of the pressure and buy some time. That hasn't always been something that helps, but certainly on that drive they were able to get some opportunities. And that one's knocked through nicely. So Bowen will knock through the extra point. 54-7 is the count. 9:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. Good job by the Panthers to put one on the board there. Again, they went to the matchup problems. I tell you, any team they play against, those two big receivers are going to be a matchup problem. And I'm sure they want to take advantage of that. Durbin is the leading receiver on this squad on the season. I'm not sure where Evans falls in that category. Where is he? He's their 4th leading receiver, it appears. Behind Jernette and then Jaquan Williams, number 3, who we have not seen tonight. Okay, so that unsportsmanlike conduct against the Yellow Jackets
It's gonna be on
after the touchdown, he's going to bring this ball up to where Bowen is going to be kicking from the Yellow Jacket 45. I mean, I go ahead and go onside. It doesn't hurt to practice your onside kick. You're down 54-7, but the Yellow Jackets are confused about where they're supposed to stand. There they go, down at the 35. I would suspect that by the way they're lining up, Bowen's going to try to knock this one into the end zone and have no return since it is lined up at the 45. Again, 9:06 to go. Bowen lining it up. He'll pound it deep. That'll go into the end zone and through the back on the bounce, or into the back. And the Yellow Jackets will take over at their own 20, 1st and 10 with 8:52 and counting. Again, we're in the running clock here. 54-7 is the score. And we keep peeking, Tony and I keep peeking back at the clock. Because it's a running clock, it's kind of hard to keep track of.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of how much time's left
Where
in the
we
game.
are. So we're peeking at the clock all the time out of the press box here. Because generally speaking, in this sort of setting the ball, the clock would not have started to start this drive. Does look like Louisville Central is substituting now on offense. No, those dudes been out there.
Those guys been out there. It's 14.
No, it's 14. 14 is Jermaine Walker. He had the 55-yard touchdown pass earlier in this third quarter. Yeah, it's the whole crew out there. Steven Smith at the quarterback spot. Cortez Stone, number 8, at the running back. Trips formation. They're going to run motion across. They're going to run the football here. There goes Stone, making a big run again, about 16 yards on the carry. And I'm not sure why, but whoever made the tackle there, number 8, Alex Evans, scrapping on the ground with Stone like he's trying to rip the ball out. By the way, when you're already laying on the ground on top of the guy for about 3 seconds.
You can't cause a fumble.
Yeah, that's not going to
to
be a fumble. It's just actually going to cause a fight. And I see the back judge talking to Evans about that right now. Hey, get off of the guy. Don't be trying to start a fight on the ground by trying to rip the ball out well after the play's over. It's not going to do anything anyway. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Looks like they're going to run the same play again. No. Oh, fumble
on the throw it. Smith's going to run around, and he's got space. Look out.
Look out.
Open field, Steven Smith. Lots of room.
If he gets another block.
Breaks 2 tackles. Evans is going to make the tackle at the 23. Woo. So from the 37, about a 40-yard carry there for Steven Smith. He's got 2 carries for 45 yards now. 40 yards on that run. 6:39 and counting. 54-7.
Like 25 came out with a cramp in his leg.
2 backs. Every time they've gone 2 backs, they've given it to Brents. Justin Brents there with Stone as the lead blocker on basically an ISO play out of that shotgun look. One back leading the other back to the hole. It's about a 3.5, 4-yard gain for Brents. He's got 4 carries on the ball game, including 2 touchdown runs of 8 and 3 yards. 2nd and 7, maybe 6, long 6. Trips formation to the left. Again, it's Stone next to Smith in the backfield. They're going to run it again, pushing it straight downhill, short of the first down. He picks up.
He get about 2 yards before the first down.
Yeah, it's about a 4-yard gain there, I guess.
Clock is ticking. We're about to be down to like less than 5 minutes here in a few seconds.
Yeah, probably by the next snap it'll be under 5 minutes. 5:21 and counting here. And they're taking their time, which is what you do. It's very interesting. I see a few teams do this, but Steven Smith, the quarterback, is in fact running over to the coach every time to get the new play. So a lot of times you'll have a messenger, a receiver that runs in and out with plays to avoid having your quarterback doing that every play, but Smith obviously is not having any issue with that. Trips formation to the left. They'll throw the screen. Almost picked off. Wow, great play. Number 32, I believe.
Yep.
32 for Etown is Lex Bratcher. Great play from Lex. 4th and 2 now, and again, no need to punt. They're not going to kick a field goal. They can't even kick an extra point, really. And so they'll go for it here, and so far, the Panthers have not stopped this Yellow Jacket squad, and it is the same starting crew on the field. So we'll see if, with 4:20 to go, if the Panthers can get a stop.
Interception.
They did have it, so there has been one stop. They did get that stop on the Tyron Jurnett interception. That was a one-play deal. Brent's off tackle run. They've got it. About a 6-yard gain. Wow, 74 for Louisville Central. That's Jonathan Haywood, was just absolutely mauling. I think it was number 65, Javian Breckenridge, was just getting mauled into the turf on that block.
I'm surprised with the offense that Louisville Central runs. They don't go by wristband.
It would be simple because there's not a whole lot going on here. It's not a large variety of plays. Inside run to Stone. Stone straight ahead inside the 10 to the 9. That'll be about an 8-yard gain for Stone. And that time it is Breckenridge on the tackle, so he comes back and is able to make a tackle on that play. I'm sorry, that's not the 9. That's the 4.
That's the 4. They can still get a first down before.
Yeah, they could
scoring a touchdown
at the 2-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 2. It was an 8-yard gain. They had the football at about the 12. Trips again to the left. Motion across. Brents is the motion man. They're going to give the ball to Stone. That's going to be 6 points. Stone bullying his way into the end zone. as several players went flying to the turf. And so that'll make it 60-7 with 2:45 remaining. And we'll see what the Louisville Central Yellow Jackets are going to do for this conversion
I think
attempt.
they're going to try the field goal again, or extra
Are they?
point.
Got a new guy to try. Number 16 coming on the field. Who's 16? That's Philip Baker. What's happening here? No?
No.
He's the quarterback. He's going to be the new quarterback. They're going for 2. And it's Baker at quarterback, number 16. They'll give him a chance. He's going to hand off to number 27. And they have not gotten a lot of these two-point conversions. So 27, a new running back on the field there, Willie Griffin.
Maybe this is their substitution time.
Yeah, with 2:45 and a running clock, they'll get 1 or 2 plays, some of these new guys.
You don't want to overkill.
Oh, that is sad. Dude, Coach, you could have gotten old Willie Griffin more than 1 carry in this ball game. You're up 60-7. It was 54-7. I think that's the only thing I could give Coach Dantzler a hard time about tonight. Can you not play a couple kids? For crying out loud. So I'm going to give him a hard time. Sorry, Coach Dantzler. You've obviously done a pretty good job tonight with the win. So I got to find something to criticize him for. That's just rotten. My bad, people. My bad.
No, that's all right.
But get some of the kids in the game.
Yeah,
Let the
give 'em a
kids play,
chance.
man. Old Willie Griffin there could have run the football a few times. He gets an opportunity. Picked up 2 yards on that attempt, but 1 yard short of the end zone. Is Willie Griffin, number 27. They'll kick it off here. Kayvon Smith, the receiver, is the kicker. A decent return out to the 33. Again, that's number 26. They've been kicking the ball to him all night long. Curtis Margraf. Curtis will take that ball back up to the 34.
With where they kick it.
Curtis is a smaller guy. I'm not sure if they didn't see him on film and decide let's kick it at him.
The way they're kicking it off, their gunner actually plays the inside instead of playing the outside edge.
Okay.
And he kind of runs behind the kicker and builds the momentum, and then just kind of goes straight down
the field,
down
right down the hash,
right down that hash
to the football.
Yep,
where they're
kicking
kicking
it.
it.
So I'm assuming that's the way they do their kickoffs.
Yeah, I like that. I think if I were doing it again, I might try it. I kind of like that. That's kind of a take your best athlete, someone who can really run, and just sprint him right down the hash and kick it down the hash. Kick it right where he's going. Going to take another shot, or looking to. He's going to throw it away with under a lot of pressure that time. 1 minute and counting. So Grayson Hayner was looking to try to throw it deep down to, again, Alex Evans was on the right sideline. 48 seconds. They're going to get maybe a play. 1 more play. They're huddling up. 2 if they really hurry. 40 seconds and counting.
Unless they call a timeout.
Oh, my land.
Crazier things happen, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Empty backfield. 5 guys coming. 1 blitzer completely free. They're going to throw it up, throwing it away. But throwing it away at this point doesn't stop the clock. It does keep you from taking the sack. But now 21 seconds here, and not a lot of hurry or pep to the offense. No reason for them to have it. Hayner looking around like he's going to call another play, but it's under 10 seconds. That's not going to happen. He's gotten a play. He's calling the play. They're sprinting to the ball. The game's going to be over here. 2-1-0. They're going to say that the play is going to count, and it's Hayner running for his life again. That's a fitting way for it to end, and he'll throw it away again as well. So the Central Yellow Jackets out of Louisville finished the game in style defensively there, putting the pressure on Grayson Hayner again. Wow, a stellar night to start district play for Louisville Central Yellow Jackets and Coach Marvin Dantzler. Etown Panthers and Coach Alfredo Silva are going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure this out. Next week, they'll face a little less speed as they play LaRue County. That is a home game here at Elizabethtown High School. So the final score, Louisville Central 60, Etown 7. Tony, any final comments to wrap up what we've seen tonight?
Little Central is really good. And then I'd like to give a shout out
Oh, we're going to get a shout out.
to Central Hardin's esports team.
Oh, Coach Menendez coaching esports now. What's going on with those guys?
They did a shutout this week with our Hearthstone team, won 3-0 against Christian Academy, who was ranked last year. So that was pretty good.
Nice. Coach Menendez used to coach football with me. Now he's coaching the esports team. He's basically coaching Madden football now.
Yep.
Along with several other things. But good shout out to that esports squad. Good job, folks. Again, score here 67. I'm Paul Gray, and that's Tony Menendez. Good night, everybody.
Good night.